What up, everybody? It's me, Chris, here to get my UFC 95 Afterthoughts. Really good event, man. Great event, actually. I said on my predictions video, even though it wasn't the best looking card on paper, that sometimes the fights or the cards you're least looking forward to provide the better results, better events overall. I don't know why that is, but it just happens that way, Call it a dumb luck or something, I don't know. But anyways, in regards to last night's card, first off, the good thing I liked about the card the most, obviously aside from all the exciting fights, was the fact that the UFC gave us 9 of the 10 fights. So, credit to UFC, appreciate the fact that they showed us almost every single fight, and the only one we didn't see went to a decision, and, I doubt we missed out on anything too big in that fight. The only thing I didn't like about the card was that they would immediately cut to commercial right after a lot of the knockout victories. So you'd get really hyped, be like, oh, Hardy knocked out Markham, or, Thiago knocks out Koscheck. You're hyped, and then bam, cuts to a commercial for like 5 minutes. It kind of really, pulls you out of the fight, out of the moment. It's a free card, so, there's got to be a bunch of commercials. But just the timing of the commercials wasn't the best. It really kind of took some of the excitement level out of it after every fight for a brief moment, But other than that, I have no complaints, That's, one small little, considering all that we got to see last night, that's one little small complaint that I could overlook. Just something that, thought I'd mention. Anyhow, regards to the card, did pretty good on my predictions. Got the Koscheck fight wrong. Can't believe that. Well, I think probably everyone picked Koscheck. I didn't even know I was fighting this unknown guy, but, once again, we see this is why they fight the fights, You never know what can happen. It's in boxing and MMA, you never know what can happen at any moment. Koscheck was kicking this guy's butt, throughout the first round. Landed some pretty good shots. Got kind of careless. Got caught with an uppercut. Knocked down. Got caught with an uppercut, and then I believe a left over the top. Got knocked down. Ref stops the fight. Koscheck complained the stoppage was too early. He could make a case for both sides. But I think the ref was justified in stopping it. Who's to say if this Paulo Thiago guy, would have jumped on top, if he would have been able to finish him or not. I am inclined to believe he would have. But you never know. But the way I look at it is if the shoe was on the other foot and Koscheck had knocked him down in a similar fashion, I believe that Koscheck probably would have had no complaints with the stoppage. So that's that. So great debut for Thiago, at least the finish was. The rest of the round he wasn't just so good, but bottom line is he gets the win. And that's going to hurt Koscheck's stock. He was looking at a title shot again. Next up we had Damian Maia. Well, we had some fights in between. It's hard for me to remember the order of the fights. Anyways, I guess I'll just go over all the ones they showed. I think the next fight they showed was, let me see, I think it was the Damian Maia Chael Sonnen fight. Anyways, in regards to that fight, Maia did as usual, Came out, looked to get the fight to the ground any way he could. Eventually did. He got there a couple times and Chael was able to get up. But when he finally got up there with somewhat of a judo throw, it looked like, it landed on top perfectly in almost a triangle position. Just rolled Sonnen over, locked that. Already knew he was going to go for the triangle. Rogan already, pretty much saw it coming too. Still to execute it that beautifully was, it was definitely quite a sight to behold. There was nothing Sonnen can do at that point. Once Damian Maia gets his, kind of gets things set up for a submission, it's pretty much over. So, it'll be interesting to see where he goes from here. I don't think he's going to get the title shot next, but you never know. It'd be interesting to see him get a title shot. I don't think he could beat Anderson. If he could get him to the ground, I think he could, but I don't know if he'd be able to get Anderson there. Anderson seems to be a lot bigger and stronger than Damian is. And on the feet, I think Damian would get picked apart. Next up, we had Nathan Marquadt, Wilson Gouveia. Pretty good fight. I thought Gouveia would do a little bit better. He was doing a lot of, he was trying to make the fight. Marquadt was fighting a little Machida style, Lyoto Machida style, when I call it. Kind of on his bicycle, but, landing shots here and there. Fighting smart. Smart little game plan. Greg Jackson most likely devised that plan once again. But anyways, Marquadt definitely had some good spots where he really hurt Gouveia from the top. He hurt him with some punches. And just pretty much controlled the fight for the most part. And then in the third round, I thought Marquadt might just ride it out to a decision. But came with a flying knee. Caught Gouveia with that. Stunned him. Knocked him back into the fence. Awesome flurry with a spinning back punch. And then I believe another left after that. Dropped Gouveia, and the ref called the fight. Good stoppage. Marquadt looked awesome. As I said in my predictions video, he's looked great since the Anderson Silva stoppage. He also wants a title shot. Not sure if he's going to get it next either. I think Okami deserves the shot next, in my opinion. What I think they should do is put Nathan Marquardt against Damian Maia. And the winner of that fight will be next in line after Okami. So if that fight happened, it'd be really interesting to see. Really, really interesting. I'd really like to see that fight. So hopefully that'll be made. Now, I don't remember the order of these bouts, but I'm just going to go real quick what the fights they showed. We had Junior Dos Santos against Stefan Struve. Easy fight, took to Struve, beat him up on the feet, knocked him down. Fight was pretty much over. Struve didn't look like he had anything to offer. He looked like a really, really tall Nate Diaz to me. Really tall, thin guy. Guess he's a submission guy. Apparently he's not very good at strikes, or at least absorbing them. We also had Terry Edom against Brian Cobb. Here's a guy that's been in the UFC against a guy making his debut in Cobb. And Cobb looked like he may not be ready for the prime time quite yet. Got stopped, was getting picked apart with leg kicks. Got stopped on a combination leg kick, head kick. He also complained about the stoppage, but I think it was a good stoppage. But I don't know, I just think Cobb didn't look like he was ready to be in there. His technique was definitely had a lot of flaws in it. But Edom looked really good. Made for a good stoppage. We also had Evan Dunham against Per Eklund. Pretty good fight. Another stoppage. I can't even remember how this fight was stopped. I think Dunham caught him with a punch. Don't hold me to that, though, but Dunham hurt him. Knocked him down. I think, was this another? I'm not sure. This might have been another fight where the guy complained about the stoppage, but either way, all the stoppages I thought were appropriate throughout the night. And the final undercard fight we saw was Mike Seslanevich against Neil Grove. Stopped him with a leg lock, or with the ankle lock. Grove looked like he was in a world of pain. Seslanevich said he thought he heard something pop, and the way Grove was hobbling around afterwards, it looked like it. So, anyways, on to the last two fights. Dan Hardy against Roy Markham. Was really looking forward to this fight. Thought it'd be fight of the night. Picked Markham because I thought he had more power. He may have, but he didn't get a chance to show it because Hardy just landed a counter left, which absolutely detonated on Markham's face. Finished up with another punch. Fight was over. Awesome walk-ins to the fight. Awesome announcements. Fight didn't last long, but I was really excited for it, and it had a really good ending regardless of how short it was. On to the main event. Diego Sanchez, Joe Stevenson. Diego looked really good first couple rounds, especially the first round. Really mixed up his striking well. As the announcers noted, Joe Stevenson seemed to be very one-dimensional in his striking, just going for punches. This was a really good fight for the first couple of rounds. A lot of scrambles on the ground. One guy would get the other down. Would keep switching positions. One would get on top, slip out, get the other guy's back. Just a lot of good scrambles on the ground. Good stand-up when they would engage. Diego seemed to be landing more and the more effective punches, but Joe would land his punches as well. I think Diego definitely won the first couple rounds, controlled them. He actually looked a little bit tired in the third, probably from the weight cut, his first time dropping down to lightweight. I actually gave Stevenson the third, unlike two of the judges. But I do think Diego won the fight, no doubt, 2-1. Diego looked really good. It'll be interesting where Stevenson goes from here. Ortiz, he talked about maybe dropping down to 145, going to the WC. That might be a good move. It appears that he can't beat the best in the 155 division in UFC, unfortunately. But he could have a good career in the WC at the 145 division. I'd really like to see him there. Diego looked good, looked impressive. Should be better the next time out. Should be more acclimated to the weight cut next time out. Who knows? I heard he called out. He mentioned Sean Shirk's name. That'd be an interesting fight next. Don't know how he'd call that fight exactly, but it's good to see Diego in the 155 division. Another good name to add to the mix. Based on this fight, I think he's got a lot to offer for that division. And who knows? Maybe challenging BJ Penn or Kenneth Florian soon. Anyways, that's it for now. Once again, great night of fights for free. Definitely can't complain. UFC 95, or as I like to call it, UFC Ultimate Knockout 6. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the fights as much as I did. I'm out of here. Till next time. Bye.